Good morning, everybody. Day number 2 out here on Lake Mead. One bass, Lake Mead open. Going to a new part of the lake today, and we got some work cut out for us. We've got to find some fish. Yesterday we had one good one, but that's not gonna cut it on tournament day. We're gonna need 5 solid fish. I mean, the one fish I did have yesterday was a good one. It was pushing 5 pounds for sure. The video does not do it justice, but I didn't want to hang it over to the side of the boat or anything like that because I didn't want anyone else to see it, because it was the first bite I got all morning, and I didn't want other people to know what was going on over there. So we did not bring it in the boat, unhooked it on the side of the boat. I'm hoping to kind of find some baits that I can throw around in different parts of the lake too. It'd be nice to not have to, you know, it'd be nice to find like a pattern or something like that. So I think we're gonna kind of look for that. Lake Mead's so big that, you know, finding a pattern is definitely key. So we got another about hour drive in order to get to where we're launching today. So once we get there, I'll check in with you guys. We'll get this boat in the water and we will get out there and do some fishing. All right, guys, well, we're on the water, launching out of Temple Bar. Excited to go fishing out here today. Looking forward to trying to put some of these pieces of the puzzle together. This ramp sucks, by the way. Literally had to get waist deep in water. I thought I ruined my truck keys, but thankfully that didn't happen. They got wet a little bit, but I was only in the water for a split second, so I don't think it got too bad. But even still, ramp sucks. Everyone was asking me, oh, is Echo launchable? It's way better than this. The dirt road's longer, but the ramp itself is a lot better than Temple Bar. It'll be nice to launch on a normal ramp here pretty soon, but we're doing what we gotta do. We're trying to cover water, trying to see a lot of the lake, trying to find the best area to catch some of these fish. So we're going out here today. We're gonna fish this end of the lake and hopefully figure something out. There we go, it's a good one. Little buzz baiter. Put the buzz bait on, put the trolling motor on high and go. All right, so that's interesting. I got one blow up on the Dogma already too. The only thing is I can work this faster. And one of the things about Mead over the years is that the more water you can cover, the better, because a lot of times these fish are scattered. You just get one bite here, one bite there, and I got 2 bites in this cut, one on the buzzbait and one on the Dogma, but the one on the Dogma didn't actually connect, but it definitely blew up. Hopefully that means in the morning we can just run some water like this and just put the buzzbait in our hand and go, because I can just cover tons of water with the buzzbait, because I can put it on high and just go. Oh, 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 that was a good one. That was a good one. That was like a 3 or 4. That was like a 3 or 4 pound largemouth. Ooh, right on these rocks right here. There we go. Oh, it came off again. Come on. That's a little one, I think. Oh yeah, little guy. These things suck. I don't know why I do this every time, but they're fun to catch. But they suck because of this. There we go. There we go. Come on. There it is. Ate it like 6 times. Oh. When you grab these guys, you gotta grab them because they don't stop moving. Well, so far a solid little morning out here. Got 3 or 4 keepers for the morning, which I would be happy with at this time of the day out here at Lake Mead. Sometimes those keepers are just hard to come by, like yesterday. 13 inchers are game changing because that 1 pound can separate you majorly. When everybody all weighs in the standings, 1 pound makes a big difference. 1 pound can be 20 spots sometimes out here. So we got our work cut out for us. This is a long run for me to fish out this way come tournament time, but I've done it before. I could do it again, and I've definitely gotten the bites up here to make it worth coming out. So we'll just see. We got a couple more days after this one. We still got a long day left out here today to try to keep expanding on things, but so far I'm pretty satisfied with how this morning's gone. And another thing that's a must-have out here at these desert lakes is a good pair of sunglasses, guys. Waterland Fishing Optics are my sunglasses sponsor. These are the Ashore frames with the smoke mirror lenses or gray mirror lenses. Love these sunglasses. They're great out in the water, have a little bit of a fuller side to keep some of that light from coming in. I'm able to see down in the water, see grass, see brush. That's key stuff out here on these desert lakes, is finding that cover that these fish want to live in. Head over to the waterlandco.com website and use discount code LUNA15 to save you 15% off. Again, it's waterlandco.com. Use discount code LUNA15. The old 6-minute Dogma with my custom paint job. They like it out here in the desert. Had to make me up some before I came out. Well, this is definitely a better start to my day overall than yesterday. Had a big one yesterday in the morning, but nothing else the rest of the day. So far today, I've had at least 4 keeper bites, and it's only 9:30. So that's key, because you got to have limits, and even some of those 13 inchers that barely make that line can be game changing for your tournament out here at Mead. And every bite counts, every fish counts. Obviously we'd love to have 20 pounds or something crazy like that, but you know, 10 or 12 can be good out here. There we go, guys. Little 2-pounder. Little 2-pounder. Like I wasn't going anywhere. Alright, so we got a little jig bite in the wind. Take that guy. Dual Molds weedless jig, guys. Oh yeah. Well guys, it got a little windy out there to end the day. We're heading back to the hotel now. I'm pretty curious about how Justin did. He went to the area that I went to yesterday, and as I told you guys, I only had the one big one yesterday up in that area, and that's the only keeper I had all day. So it was much more productive where I fished today. So if the tournament started tomorrow, that's where I would go, is back up way far away from the launch ramp. But you got to catch 5, and you want to catch the biggest weight you can. Having limits at this lake is very, very key as well. I don't know how well the entire lake's fishing to know if, you know, a lot of people are going to have limits or not, but traditionally Lake Mead is tough to get limits. Usually you catch a lot of fish, but a lot of them can be short fish, and not all of them end up being keepers that go to weigh in with you. So when I talked to Justin this morning and found out he was going up to that area I fished yesterday, I selfishly told him I hope it sucks up there, because that way we can eliminate it. If I fished up there and it wasn't good, and he fishes up there and it wasn't good, then we can eliminate it. He knows that place up there pretty well, so he probably did better than I did, that's for sure. But hopefully it's not an area that we want to go to. We can eliminate it, and then I also feel like I don't suck. Well, we're back at the hotel. I had plans of going out and rigging up some rods and stuff. Got back to the room, made Justin microwaved some spaghetti with sausage, and took a shower, and been sitting here talking on the phone to my buddy. And we're not going out there and rigging anything. We can rig it up tomorrow. But it's gonna blow tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what the game plan is gonna be. I think in the morning it won't be too bad, so you can do a little bit of running around in the morning. But then once that wind goes, it's like we're getting like gusts up into the 40s. So it's gonna be howling. So you better be in a good spot when that kind of wind starts coming around. Today was productive though. Caught a lot of fish today. I probably caught a couple limits worth of fish today, and I didn't lean on any areas. I was just bouncing around doing different things and catching a fish here, catching a fish there. Found some smallmouth that I haven't been able to figure out at all in the last couple days, but did find a little smallmouth bite, 30 foot of water, pretty specific, 25, 30 foot of water. And I was throwing the Divine swim bait that I like to throw, and then I mixed it up and started throwing a craw on there, and I think they ate the craw a little bit better. They might just be keen on the crawdads a little bit more than some of the other bait, or when they're down there and it just sits in front of their face, it looks more natural to be down that deep. I don't know, but it looked like the craw seemed to be the better deal. It'd be nice to find some better quality fish, which is always what you're searching for no matter what the tournament is, no matter what the lake is. But today would have been a day where I definitely would have been leading the tournament, but it definitely would have been a decent enough bag to keep me in the mix. So Justin, I think, had a pretty solid day today. He went up to the same area I fished yesterday, and it was a bust for him as well. So that means I don't just suck. It just means that that part of the lake probably just isn't firing. I saw some stuff up there that convinces me that somebody's probably going to figure out the bite up there and probably catch some good fish. There's some grass in some areas that's really good. And then the end of the lake where the sticks and stuff, where I caught the big one yesterday, I think someone's going to figure them out. But, you know, I put some time in there, and I couldn't get anything to go that was solid enough to go back up there. Justin didn't either, and he knows that part of the lake way better than I do.
Well, today was a pretty good day, and it started out. We stopped in one spot where I've had a lot of bait and fish in the past. Caught a good smallmouth on top water. And then my buddy cranked one in the same area, and I could tell there was stripers and bait and everything going crazy there. So didn't want to sore mouth them. We left, ran to the all the way to the end of the over 10, because historically, obviously, you know, guys do good up there. And there's a lot of little babies, and they're not. It's not in a very big area. It's pretty small up there, and I mean, I was just weeding through them, just trying to find a 2-pounder or a keeper, and flipping a jig. I was doing everything I could to try to get a bigger bite, and they're all the same size. And I'm pretty much going to rule out the ends of both, probably over 10 and Greg's. Personally, for me, I'd like to try to find that better than average quality, at least 2-pounders. And man, we fished, we jumped back and forth, cuts on each side, back and forth, and got back down into the main Benelli Virgin area, and it just seems like the fishing is just better, you know, like into Temple and that whole octagon little quadrant area. It's like it's more bait, more fish, and we probably caught between the two of us today, we probably, no exaggeration, probably caught 50 fish. I scoped a lot, dropped on a lot of fish today, caught a lot of small ones. You know, everywhere you see bait, and there's a lot of bluegill here right now, so everything I dropped from shad or bluegill color, I would catch them, and they were small. Our best bites were probably the topwater fish and crankfish, probably the best two bites that we had. But I caught a couple on a swim jig today that were decent. Caught a couple on the swim bait that were decent. And I caught a couple good ones on a jig today. I'm a jig guy, so I'm probably gonna have 3, maybe 4 jigs tied on. And you just got to keep that jig honest. I think my bigger bite today actually came on a jig. Now that I'm thinking about it, working it up a point, probably a 2 3/4 pound largemouth. But overall we had a pretty good day. I mean, I would say if we put a number on it with all the fish that we had that were over 2.5, probably 13 pounds today, something like that. A little bit better than yesterday, but yeah, you just got to cover water. A lot of dead water, and when you find them, those cuts are loaded with bait. You'll catch bluegills on drop shots and everything else, and you'll see the fish moving around. You see the stripers. Like, you just got to cover water, find the fish, and that's the game plan for tomorrow. We're gonna try to stay probably in the narrows tomorrow, stay out of that wind, and check out the narrows. And hopefully on Tuesday, final day, I can run around a lot more because we're not gonna have any wind. But that's the game plan for now.
Well, I gotta upload the footage for today, get it off the memory card so we can do it all over again tomorrow. Looking forward to getting out there. I'm gonna have to really time everything accordingly so I don't get caught in that basin in all that wind. Because if I'm going through that wind or that basin with the 40-mile-an-hour winds, it's not gonna be fun. So we're gonna have to time it all right and make some good decisions in order to make the day as productive as possible. So I'll see you guys in the morning. See ya.